I started casting back in Battlefield 3, which is a game a lot of people really remember well. I casted in, actually, this week is like my 6th birthday as a caster. So yeah, it culminates in Rio, who would have thought? Started casting online Battlefield 3, I casted then Battlefield 4, I got my first chance to cast Battlefield 4 tournaments with ESL, and after that I did Counter-Strike, I did a lot of things, and when I watched Siege for the first time Paris Games Week, this is a shout out to the French casters Skook and Furious. When I watched them casting Paris Games Week in 2016, I was hooked. I couldn't stop watching professional play in Siege, and after that I just tried to cast as much as possible, and here I am. So I used to study, I finished university exactly 2 months ago. I used to study in Brussels, so obviously for the Belgians here, I lived in the Benelux for a long time. I finished university, I'm an optometrist. It has nothing to do with esports, paramedical. But there's something about Siege that makes me want to stay with it for as long as possible. And no, for now, I don't have another job. This is me full-time. This is my job every single day. I wake up, I play Siege, I watch Siege, I live and breathe this game. So this event's pretty much very similar to the others. Our call times in the morning are usually around 8, 9 a.m. Sometimes we go earlier. It really depends on the event. But here today we had a late call time because I was casting the second match. The first match for casting that, you come in at 10 a.m. So you wake up, you get dressed, take a shower, eat some food, come here. It's too hot, so most of us aren't actually wearing their clothes when coming here. We do rehearsals with everybody on the team, and the players rehearse as well. We see if we have correct video and everything ready for it. And then we go live with the show. It obviously takes a long time to get 8,000 people in the stadium, but yeah, it's totally worth it. The beauty of having offline events is that it's not just us 4 English casters and our analysts in West Coast Matt. We end up spending a lot of time with the French casters, the Brazilian casters, Brazilian analysts. This time they had invited Zig and Nesk from Team Liquid as analysts as well, so we got to talk to them. Everything just kind of goes together, and we all share ideas. Not only do we know certain teams, they know other teams better than us because they see them, they know them personally as well, better than we do. And so we all share ideas so we can have the best show possible no matter what language we're doing the broadcast in. And everybody's very nice. It's a big family, and even in a small caster community, I guess. Pengu's 4K clutch on smoke on the laundry stairs on Oregon. And I don't know what happened, but I said, Moringa, are you ready for this? And well, obviously they were, in the final here today, playing against them again. We didn't play Oregon, unfortunately, but that call was a great call. I'm very happy that I did it. For me, that was the biggest moment. The other one would be calling in Battlefield 4, actually, when Epsilon Esports beat, I believe, INTZ, which is now partly NIP in Siege. So there's still some history with it. And I was the one that was casting that as well. And not too esports moment, but the moment when in Atlantic City Finals, they revealed Maestro to the public, and I came in dressed as Maestro. It was a pretty fun time. Not being able to actually visit the cities that you go to. We go everywhere in the world, which is amazing. We get to talk to so many people and work with so many people that are around the world. Why? Because they all love esports and they all love Siege. It's the beauty of the job. However, sometimes, because of time constraints, we get zero time to go around cities where we visit. It's problematic, but it's okay. It happens. Tomorrow we're probably going to go around Rio, though, so we're prepared for that. Otherwise, it's just sometimes there's things that change in schedules or whatever. It's hard to keep up between different regions and schedules between them, like late night NA for us, we cast in EU. So late night NA, late night Latin America, and then normal time EU. It can really have an effect on your body, and you need to go out, see friends, do some sports, something. If you don't, you get depressed and you don't really feel it. It's an uncomfortable part of the job, but we try our best to make sure we're always energetic for the cast. There's technically 3, and I want to say they're all 3 from StarCraft. I've been watching StarCraft for a long time, and it's changed a lot of lives. A duo, I'm going to put them as one. A duo that is the first duo in the history of esports since around 2008, 2009 is Tasteless and Artosis. And without Tastosis, I wouldn't be doing any of this, basically. I got to meet them last year at IEM Katowice, and I fanboyed a lot, to say the least. The second that really helped me improve in watching him is Nathanius. Nathan Fabricant is also a StarCraft caster. He did some Heroes of the Storm for a bit, some Overwatch, and I got to learn quite a bit from his style, which is very well paced and very well exciting. And in Counter-Strike, I guess the third caster is Anders. Watching him and the way he paces his casting, because for him, even for me, English is not our first language. So being able to learn from vocabulary and being able to pace yourself during it and using those words in correct positions is a very important skill. And Anders was someone where I saw I could learn a lot from him because it is not his first language. I would ask it to 2 people. If I could, I would go back in time to when I was 14, and I would go further in time to when I'm 40. And I would ask myself the same question: what do you really want? Maybe there will be 2 different answers. Who knows?